Things every Corvette owner should know. You get to go to Spring Mountain and get a free driving school. So as an owner, you either get a heavily discounted or you get an absolutely free class to go learn your vehicle, put it on track, drive it very hard. The hook is, it's not your car. All you have to do is get out there and they take it from there. You're gonna go through classes with professional instructors. You're gonna use their car. They're gonna put you in situations you never thought you'd be in before. Why is this so important to me? Well, I'm standing in front of a car that's got 670 horsepower, and most people never drive something like this in their life until they get one. There's never a better place to learn than in a controlled environment, and that's exactly what they provide you. And hey, why not go beat on somebody else's car for fun? Now, what most people don't realize about Spring Mountain is you get a year to use your school. Everybody thinks they have a year to wait and do it. They book about 6 months in advance. So what I'm going to tell you to do, and I'm going to put it right in the front of your owner's manual right here, grab this and you're going to call somebody at Spring Mountain and schedule ahead of time. You want to do this as soon as possible because your real window is about 6 months, not quite a year, and things get messy. So now you know, call as soon as you can, make your appointment, and have a little bit of a trip on Chevrolet. 2, in 2026, the heads-up display controls have moved from 3 physical buttons below the steering column to being on the left screen, where you have to actually hit the HUD button, move into the screen, swipe to the right, where you can see the rotational, brightness, and vertical adjustments for the heads-up display. 3, how to tell your difference between driver number 1 and driver number 2. Now, typically, the carbon flash emblem is going to be driver number 1. The chrome emblem is going to be number 2. And you can see on the sides, the chrome emblem is the outline. The carbon flash is going to be the silhouette that's filled in. Now, let's go over here. I'm going to hand you driver number 2. When we jump in, this should tell us, once we start it, what driver we are. And we are driver number 1. 4, so on 2026 and newer Corvettes, they all come with launch control. And using launch control is as easy as hitting the launch control button, following the on-screen displays, which are brake until you have enough pressure, floor it, and then send it, which means pull your brake off of it and hold on, because I'm telling you, it's gonna fly. 5, how to check your oil. You have to leave the car running first because there are scavenge pumps in the motor that pressurize the system. If you do it when it's off, you're not even gonna see oil on the dipstick. 2, it's got to be up to running temperature. On a convertible, it's a little more difficult, so I'm going to put the roof into service mode. I'm going to show you how to do that. On a coupe, all you have to do is pop the hood from the rear. You'll see the dipstick. Now the tonneau is in service mode. You can tell because the latches are straight up or down. You're going to see we have an access area right here, and you're going to see you have a dipstick and the oil fill. As always, this is a Z06. You're putting Mobil 1 550 supercar oil. That's it, factory fill. And then while the car is running, pull the dipstick, you're gonna wipe it, put it back in, then check your oil level. Key here is that the car has to be running. It's literally the only car I've ever dealt with that needs that. Now, the most common thing I run into is people overfilling the car. If you check it when it's not running, it's going to appear as though it's empty, and people's first instinct is to put more oil in. There's a real big problem with that. If you do that, you create a lot of pressure, and trust me, seals really don't like pressure. So remember, up to temperature has to be running. 2 most critical components of that. 6, if your car is equipped with the front end lift. It's great that it's there, but the thing most people don't realize, you can save up to 1,000 geographic locations where it's geo-fenced, and if you save them as you approach, it's going to prompt you to slow down and work automatically. The second part of that is, the question I get all the time is, why is my front end lift not working? Well, if your door is open, the front lift won't work. And 90% of the time, I tell people to shut the door and the front end lift works. 7, you can drop the top with the key fob, but you can't put it back up, and for very good reason. Now, if I go back to try to put it up, I can't. And the reason for it is GM doesn't know if your buddy's sitting here with his hand right here, and he might be getting his hand clamped on by the roof. So to put the roof up, your butt's in the seat, no exceptions. 8, it's all about your first service. And your first service is a little bit misleading because it's actually 2 services and they're separate now. 1 is going to be your oil change. Your oil change is going to be on the oil life monitor. It's going to tell you when you need an oil change, and you want to do that before 7,500 miles. You'll never get there because it'll time out before that, but that is your first service. The second part of that is the DCT cartridge filter that's included. That's a separate service now. They're billed differently. But what that is your first service. It's going to come up at the 7,000 to 8,000 mark. That's your window. 7,500 is your bogey. What I always tell people to do is look at it at about 7,000 miles and make sure you get in between 7,000 and 8,000 miles. That's a separate service. They don't need to happen at the same time. So don't let anybody tell you any different. And there's a longer interval for that as well. It's not just a year anymore. You've got some time to do that. So don't don't panic. If you're in 2 years and you haven't had the filter change, you're still covered. Don't worry about that. 9, we had a bit of a time where they didn't come with owner's manuals. Well, now this is what we're seeing. You got the physical owner manual right here in your hand. So you don't have to worry about ordering one. All you got to do is check the glove box. Your owner's manual comes with it now. And 10, I get asked a lot, where's the fuel release? Well, there isn't one. It's spring loaded. Push it, pop it. It's a capless fill. Close it up when you're done.